I gotta get the story. Go ahead. Go. Okay.
What are you doing to me?
It's okay. Nobody will tell me anything. So tell me what you remember. Were you here the day you put on the costume?
Yes, I was there. It was in corniche.
What color?
Brown.
And
he put the suit in.
Were you surprised that did he have it on all day?
Not all day, but he had it on enough to you could get a good laugh off of it.
You know, people expect that if you're black, you have to be Democrat. I've had conversations that basically said that welfare is the reason why a lot of black people end up being Democrat. They say, you know, first of all, it's a limit to amount of jobs. So the fathers lose the jobs and they say, we'll give you more money for having more kids in your home. And then we got rid of the mental health institutes in the 80s and the 90s, and the prison rates just shot up. And now you have Chirac, what people call Chirac, which is actually our murder rate is going down by 20% every year. I just talked to the superintendent, met with Michael Sachs, that's Rom's right-hand man. So I think it's the bravery that helps you beat this game called life. You know, they tried to scare me to not wear this hat, my own friends, but this hat, it gives me power in a way. You know, my dad and my mom separated, so I didn't have a lot of male energy in my home. And also, I'm married to a family that, you know, not a lot of male energy going on. It's beautiful, though. But there's times where, you know, it's something about, you know, I love Hillary. I love everyone, right? But the campaign, I'm with her, just didn't make me feel as a guy that didn't get to see my dad all the time, like a guy that could play catch with his son. It was something about when I put this hat on, it made me feel like Superman. You made a Superman. That's my favorite superhero. And you made a Superman cape for me.
Democrats don't care that a flood of illegal immigration is going to totally bankrupt our country, because all the Democrats want is power. And don't forget, everybody that comes across the border, for the most part, they're going to vote Democrat. They're not voting Republican. They're going to vote Democrat. So nobody said they're stupid, but it's bad for our country. But they're going to vote Democrat. No matter what we do, they will be voting Democrat, and they understand that. That's why Democrats support programs like catch and release. That's why Democrats want to give illegal aliens free welfare, free health care, and free education. Give them a driver's license. Give them a driver's license. Next thing you know, they'll want to buy them a car. Then they'll say the car's not good enough. How about a Rolls-Royce? We want a Rolls-Royce. Made not in America, so therefore I hope that's not what we do. That's why Democrats want to give illegal immigrants the right to vote.
Rolls-Royce disputes Schmidt's claim that he's sold more cars than anyone else, and they charge that he's mentally and emotionally unable to run his business. Charles Schmidt admits that his style may be flamboyant, but rejects outright any suggestion that he may be incompetent.
I've been on this street since I've been 10 years old, washing cars, around automobile dealers. I know every facet of domestic, import. I love to sell. And that is something that this whole country has been built on. And when people want to take that away, it's, I think it's a shame.
Schmidt argues that Rolls' decision to strip him of his dealership is all the more regrettable because his sales technique continues to pay off at a time when some other dealers are finding the going rough.
Nobody needs a Rolls-Royce. I look at myself as a one creator. I make them want it because they don't need it. We have a different market today. We're not selling cars to the aristocrats any longer. I mean, in the United States, the great old families became second, third generations. They don't buy expensive motor cars. They understate their wealth, right? Because they didn't make it. Their grandfathers made it.
Schmidt's new breed of customers are people like this self-made department store magnate. He's bought 21 Rolls-Royces from Schmidt in the past 10 years. Other customers include a bevy of sporting celebrities, film and pop stars, none of whom would apparently appreciate the aristocratic type of salesman.
Elvis Presley was a customer of mine. He went to the Rolls-Royce deal in Beverly Hills, and he had a pair of Levi's on, and whatever. They didn't know who he was, and they put him out. He bought numerous Rolls-Royces, and there's many, many other stories.
Perhaps surprisingly, the rich and the famous don't always pay with money. Schmidt has sometimes had to resort to barter deals. Tell me how these barter deals work. So someone can come in here with an aeroplane and then come out driving a brand new Rolls-Royce?
And I find a market for the airplane. I had here some years ago a yacht that took up this entire block, and I brought it out of the water and sold it right here before it was off the trailer. And I don't mean some runabout. This was an ocean-going yacht. I sold everything, and I can sell.
But on one point, the mega salesman is adamant he will never again sell a new Rolls-Royce.
And if it takes the last dollar I have, and if I have to go in debt and wash cars, I will fight Rolls-Royce to the end. And at the termination of this all, I'm going to get on a pole with a set of lean parts and cut the sign down. And I will never sell a new Rolls-Royce as long as I take a breath, and I'll leave in my will that no part of this company will ever sell a new Rolls-Royce again.
To emphasize his defiance of what he termed Rolls's stuffy attitude, Schmidt donned a Superman outfit given to him by a grateful customer. The fight against the British carmaker, as he said, only begun. Andrew Manderstam, ITN, St. Louis.
This wicked world, searching for light in the darkness of insanity. Oh yeah, I ask myself,
Scarlett, say
is all hope
Obama.
gone?
Say
Is
Obama.
there only pain
And how do you feel about Obama?
and hatred and
Bad
hate?
and good.
What do you feel good about?
And each time I feel
I don't know.
there's one thing.
Scarlett, are you excited? Sweetie, are you excited about Obama? Let's pretend McCain is right here. And you're going to show him that we're going to win.
My mama says Obama.
Say, Mama says Obama.
Mama.
Obama. Say Obama. Say Obama. Say Obama.
She say my.
My. Now say Mama. How big is Scarlett?
So big.
Ah, you are so big. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Who's going to win, Charlie? Who's going to win?
My king.
Don't say that. Take it back. Say, my mama says Obama.
I don't know.
I don't know. Say, my mom says McCain.
My mom says McCain. My mama says Obama. My mom says McCain. You like McCain?
Okay, you guys have to say.
I don't know.
I don't know what it is. What's a McCain? What's a McCain? Say, my mama says Obama. Say, Obama. Scarlett. Say, Obama. 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 Scarlett. Say, Obama. Scarlett. Say, Obama. Obama.
I love Obama because he stands for change. He represents change of the economy. Because the economy is at downhill right now, so we need the change.
Wall Street, Obama's going to change all this. He's going to make it better than it is now. Better than Bush did.
And that's why we're going for Obama.
Let's go Obama.
What do you love about Obama?
Obama is everything to us right now.
Do you remember the first time you saw him or heard him speak?
During the pre-election, I saw him speak, and then
Was there anything he said in particular, and you paraphrase, that he said that really got to your heart? I mean, pulled your heartstrings, and
he
because
said
I know he
did mention about something about America, we need a change, and he's here for a change, and everybody get together. I remember that part.
Are you gonna vote? You're not gonna vote?
I am. I just haven't got a chance to register yet.
No,
I started registering, but
will you get him registered?
Huh?
Will you get him registered?
Register online.
Will you take care of him?
I gotta take care of a whole lot of other people.
Just get him registered.
Go online and register.
Will you show him how? Because if that is what's standing between...
No, I know how. I am going to do it.
Do you talk about this with your friends?
Everybody.
Everybody's talking about it.
Everybody's talking about it.
And what's the vibe out there?
We're all excited about it.
Just excited?
Yeah.
Good.
Because we feel like there's going to be a change pretty soon.
Whoa, yeah. And each time I feel like this inside, there's one thing I want to know. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding?
So this is good.
Yeah.
Things are going to get better.
Yes. Maybe that thing change maybe a little bit for people.
It will be. For everyday people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obama! Okay, Charlie, can you tell me about watching the inauguration today?
Mama.
Say, my mama says Obama.
Mama.
Say, my mama says Obama. My mama says Obama.
Mama.
Say, my mama says Obama. Say, my mama says Obama. She's
My mama says Obama.
My mama says Obama. My mom says Obama.
My mama says Obama.
My mama says Obama.
My mama say Obama.
Say, my mama says Obama.
My mama says Obama.
How do you feel today?
Fine.
Good. Okay, I'm capturing the enthusiasm. No, say. My mama says Obama really loud.
My mama say mama really loud.
No.
My mama says Obama.
One last thing. My mama said Obama, Obama, Obama all the way.
Thank you for Obama.
Everybody say Obama.
Yay! Scarlett.
My mama says Obama, Magnolia.
My mama says Obama.
My mama says Obama.
Do it again, but without putting it.
Obama. Obama.
Finally living my American dream in that my art and my personal philosophy are coming together.
My first professional job as an actor was in the Broadway cast of Hair. So, and every night we would go out there and we felt as though we were changing the world, that we were, you know, and in a certain small way that was true. I mean, people came and saw that show and their minds were changed.
That's right.
About
and it
their thinking changed.
Part of American consciousness.
And
there was this generation.
And then, of course, you know, it all sort of got put through the commercial meat grinder,
right.
And all of these beautiful ideas and songs and all of this stuff just got turned into a sort of wash of commercialization, and it ceased to mean anything.
Little boxes on the hillside, little boxes made of ticky-tacky.
The first
little
concert
boxes,
I remember going to
little
when I was junior high school, I think about 13 or so, I saw Pete Seeger. And he did an amazing, fun concert, singing the song Ticky Tacky, or Little Boxes it's called, about, you know, in houses on the hillside. And it's kind of an anti, you know, conformity. It's about people just, you know, all trying to be exactly the same, and he was talking about how people should be independent and free and different.
Where they all were put in boxes, little boxes, all the same. And there's doctors, and there's lawyers, and business executives,
the following
and they're
week,
all
he was
made out of
completely attacked,
ticky-tacky, and they all
the newspapers were
just the
shocked
same.
and horrified that the school system would allow communists to play in the schools.
And they all
And I didn't really know what a communist was. I was kind of young. he was talking about people being equal, people being free, people loving one another, people not fighting. And I thought, well, what's wrong with that? I think that a lot can be expressed with music, and that people seem to relate to it, and that they enjoy singing songs, and they enjoy singing songs that mean something. And that's why Pete Seeger and Bob Dylan and a lot of those people were involved in the peace movement and in the civil rights movement, because when people get together and want to express themselves, they often do it with song and with music.
And they're all made out of ticky-tacky, and they all look just the same.
You met John Lennon, and this was when they were trying to deport him?
I met John in '72.
Yeah, okay.
Here in New York, after the Beatles. I met John and Yoko when they came to New York. It was, I mean, somehow we just kind of hit it off. We got along well. I don't know why, you know, people always say, how did you get to know John Lennon?
Yeah.
It was the same way I get to know anybody. You say hello and you take it from there. And I remember taking a couple of pictures, and a lot of people were taking pictures of them standing around, and John at one point said, people are always taking our picture. Whatever happens to these pictures, we never see them. And I said, well, I live around the corner from you. I'll show you mine. And he said, well, slip them under the door then, you know. John Lennon represents personal freedom,
right.
You know, very much the same way that the Statue of Liberty, you know, represents personal freedom and the idea of being who you want to be and being free to be that person. In my generation, we wanted to be noticed. We wanted to be free. We wanted to be unique and individual.
Politics is always a question of contestation. It's always a struggle. Nothing happens without, you know, the battle of ideas and so on. Bernadine Dorn, who is my partner, and I, and several other friends, went down to Grant Park. We got there about 9 o'clock, and I was overwhelmed by the experience. This is the night of November 4th, 2008, and I was overwhelmed in the first place just to see the convergence, to see 1 million people, all races, all ethnicities, all ages. And then I moved over and I found the spot in Grant Park, the exact spot where I had been arrested 40 years earlier, beaten bloody by the Chicago police and dragged off to jail, and that made me cry. All of that was exciting in itself, and there was a lot of kind of shaking hands and hugging.
Some point in the evening, the conversation came up that I'm a pilot. Should we go to the airport and get in my plane and fly to Chicago?
You know, going to vote and seeing other people come out to vote, and actually the first thing was just walking out in the morning and seeing the line that went out to the sidewalk. It was obvious from the first early morning that this was different, that this was special, that something that was going on. I was like, oh my God, this guy's really going to win, and that was really moving, you know, to realize that he was going to win.
Pulled into a station, there was a young black woman on my subway car. As we pulled in the subway station, the doors opened. She just sort of leaned out of the car and started screaming and cheering and trying to get the people sort of waiting in the station to sort of cheer. And then, you know, it was like 1 or 2 in the morning, but there were like maybe 25 people in the subway car, and like the 25 total strangers sort of came together in a cheer.
Celebration.
You know, was really special.
I said to my wife, I don't want to be in this bar, I want to be outside, I want to see what's going on in the streets. It was like what I've seen in the movies from World War II, and nothing I've ever experienced in my life. This time it was everybody. It was taxi drivers, it was housewives, it was kids, it was everybody. It was just phenomenal.
Idealism has its place, and you need to be possessed of a certain amount of it to affect any kind of positive change, to try and improve things.
My Momma Says Obama.
But I am determined. My Momma Says Obama.
Well, I feel that you're doing such a service and part of this healing that we all need. And
we hope
so
you enjoy the sermon.
It, and we're so looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Maggie.
And if you could look at the camera and say, James has already done it. Introduce yourself and say, My Momma Says Obama.
Hello, I'm Reverend Billy Talon, and my mama says Obama. Obama-luia.
Actually, we need you to do that again to get this camera. You do that one more time? My camera just ran out of...
Okay. To this one?
Yes.
And would you mind after you do that if anything comes to mind, because I know you have to get going,
Just going off the list.
Okay. All right.
Anything that comes to mind? No, I'm just
I'm Reverend Billy Talon, and my mama says Obama. I'm still saying Obama-lujah. Let's hope he lives up to it. Amen? Praise be.
Our children safe and warm. Now let us say, oh, there is a way for us to get married. A way for us to get married. There's a way to sing, a way to sing. I do. We'll be spending our whole lives together. To have to live. Yes, I say I do. No more.
Our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. You know, and I think that's what I sussed when I was 16 and 12 way down the line, but I expressed it differently all through my life. It's the same thing I'm expressing all the time, but now I can put it into that sentence that I think we're being run by maniacs for maniacal ends, you know. If anybody can put on paper what our government and the American government, etc., and the Russian, Chinese, what they are actually trying to do, you know, and what they think they're doing, I'd be very pleased to know what they think they're doing. I think they're all insane, you know, but I'm liable to be put away as insane for expressing that. You know, that's what's insane about it.
The American dream is dead. Don't want to be an American idiot. I turn on television and it's me standing in this big crowd. The American dream is dead. What? I said, oh. You know, I went ballistic. I was so angry. But the American dream is going to be better. I'll tell you what, we can make it better than ever before. We can do.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world, there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful. But we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent, and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness in men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world, millions of despairing men, women, and children, victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines. You are not cattle. You are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate
Only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite! Wherever you are, look up, Hannah. The clouds are lifting. The sun is breaking through. We are coming out of the darkness into the light. We are coming into a new world, a kindlier world, where men will rise above their hate, their greed, and brutality. Look up, Hannah. The soul of man has been given wings, and at last he is beginning to fly. He is flying into the rainbow, into the light of hope, into the future. The glorious future that belongs to you, to me, and to all of us. Look up, Hannah. Look up.